Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for bearing with us as we went and McTraded in the bathroom. Today is Feel Good Friday, Fitness Friday, aka DeSci, right now up a marginal 0.6%. It is barely scraping by above $1 billion market cap. So we are having a pretty substantial pullback in the DeSci market. Now, any of you who have been here with us for quite some time understand that this is a very normal thing to occur. When you have an industry go up 300% as a whole, you're going to get some pullbacks. When you have projects go up at 40,000x, you're likely going to get some pretty substantial pullbacks in those projects. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. If anything, more people know of DeSci now than they did a week ago, than they did a month ago, and that's for damn sure. So how is everyone doing this morning? I am freezing right now, but hopefully you guys are enjoying yourself. Hello, Zach. Good morning. Happy Fitness Friday. You're damn right. Good morning, C90. What's good, Remy? Steven, oh man, no, even is making another appearance. What's good, Remy? MK, bullish. Derek is even here. I thought mods banned Derek from the chat. How is he able to say test? What's good? What's good? So currently speaking, we have CryoDAO up 17%. We have HairDAO up 14%. $139 per HairDAO token. The little $500 HairDAO price prediction I had no longer seems that ludicrous. In fact, it kind of seems like FUD. We have Cerebrum DAO up 14%, the Innovation Game up 13%. A lot of the bio protocol DAOs are up dramatically, considered 6 p.m. in evening. Yeah, I would definitely consider it evening. Just making sure I'm still allowed to be here. I'm here every stream and then make it sound like I'm never here. I don't know, man. You guys poll. Let's do a poll real quick. Is Derek here? I feel like Derek's never even here. Let's do a poll. How many of you guys think Derek usually appears to the stream? Let's do a poll. Start a poll. Is Derek ever even here? Question mark. I never even see the man. He claims he's always here, but I don't know. Let's let the audience decide. Is Derek even here right now? Who's speaking? Okay, so as far as what is losing us in market share right now, we got preprints down 38%. Makes sense. They're still up 236% on the week. We got Euro and Riff down pretty badly, to be honest. Not a great look for Euro and Riff. On the hourly, they're both up about 10%, which is pretty nice. Getting a little bit of life, a little bit of bounce coming back up here. They rallied up to, Riff rallied up to $250 million market cap, came back down to 86 million. I'm hoping we can find some support, and if we do, I'll have pretty good conviction that this trade up, probably pushing above $1 billion, will take place. So Riff to $1, which seems pretty far away. It's 1,000% from here, right? A little bit over 1,000%, but at the very minimum, Riff back to all-time highs is a 210% gain, which is pretty substantial given broader market. Like if you were to go to someone and say, hey, I have a 200% gain opportunity over the span of maybe a month, they'd be like, shit, what kind of scam Ponzi scheme are you running? And it's be like, no, this is just DeSci. This is just crypto, guys. It's just an emerging asset within emerging fields. I'm sorry, Derek, 82% say that you are not currently in the live stream. So something's going on. Something weird's going on. Never heard of him. Who's Derek? Where is Derek? I know, Thuna. Where the hell is Dana? Mods! Send DeSci, please. This is your chance, Slim, over in the X live stream. Let me know if anyone's over on the X live stream. The chat activity's happening over in YouTube. Let me know if anyone's in the X live stream aside from you, Slim. This is your opportunity. Like, if we go take a look at some of the key players in the last rally in decentralized science, last rally happened a year ago. If we come over, look at the daily candles on things, you'll see that something like Data Lake, one of the big players in DeSci, had a spike and then a subsequent 55% pullback. There was a 55% pullback after the first leg up for DeSci last year. If we go over to Research Coin, in my opinion, the blue chip of decentralized science, and we come over to last year when it started rallying like crazy. We had that first giant spike when everyone realized it was Brian Armstrong's project. And take a look at this, guys. Get a load of this. It literally fell 90%. It literally fell 90%, the blue chip of decentralized science, before continuing to rally upwards all the way up to almost $1. Now we just broke above all-time highs and are having the first little pullback. This is like, I know it can get scary. I understand that. If you aped in or had like 50 grand at the top here because you've been buying for the last several months, and then you saw a rally of 570% in your project, and then you're seeing a 50% pullback, a 60% pullback. If you had 10 grand in it, now all of a sudden you have 4 grand. I understand the psychological impact. Yeah, let's go, Slim. Welcome. I understand the psychological impact, but let's be real. That is what you signed up for in crypto. Even Bitcoin itself has 30, 40, 50% pullbacks in its monstrous rally upwards. Look at that, a 33% pullback on something as blue chip as Bitcoin. You're gonna get these crazy volatile moments. Like, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm not worried in the slightest about my bags. I've not sold a single token. In fact, all we've done is accumulate more and more and more, even into these pumps. Research Coin at a $60 million market cap is crazy undervalued to where we're going to be at 1 year from now. We go ahead and go look at things like Noble even. Noble sitting under $7 million market cap is going to be laughable when this thing is up at a 50 million, a 100 million, a $700 million market cap. Like, these opportunities, nobody even knows we're living in this little bubble right now. Nobody even knows that we're in this little ecosystem. I mean, I talk about it all the time. And so if you guys are listening to me, you guys know that we talk, like, we're here Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to talk about decentralized science and the broader crypto markets. I'll get into what's on my screen here in 1 second. I just want to showcase to you guys my personal analytics over here. I want to make sure you can't see anything. Look at my analytics over on X. Like, how nuts is this? I've been preaching DeSci for months. For the last month, nobody cared at the beginning of the month, and that's when the good time to be accumulating was. And then my analytics started going nutty, in which I had 158,000 impressions yesterday. 158,000 impressions yesterday. Like, I'm getting hundreds of thousands. Now we're falling off a cliff a little bit, and we're not getting any engagement for the day, but that still is 22,000 impressions. That is what it was like 2 weeks ago when we had the crazy spike. So this kind of stuff, like this, gives you a social indicator as to how many people are starting to talk about decentralized science. I see a lot of my content creators analytics, my peers out there, and the people who I network with out on other crypto content creators, and like, this is a baseline for a lot of them. 100,000 impressions a day is like a baseline. So most of crypto still has no idea what's going on over here. And I think that's evidenced by how small everything still is. And so you go through and look at some of the big players that people talk about and some of the innovators in the space. Like, take Axon for example. Axon's down today, down 3%. Axon's one of the ones that, like, most people in crypto have heard of because they've gotten on Mario Spaces and everything. They've had some crazy big KOLs talk about it. It's down 26%. That is nothing. That is actually nothing. Let's go look at WellShare. They got on Altcoin Daily. Altcoin Daily was pushing WellShare. This little pullback we're having right now is quite literally the healthiest thing you can imagine. 36% pullback, and people are like, was that it? Was that the DeSci shill session we're gonna get? Was that all we're gonna see come from decentralized science? One little baby pump? It's like, calm down, guys. The biggest players are still all under $100 million market cap. It's goofy thinking, but when presidents are screenshotting their portfolio, I get a little worried, not gonna lie. Now, you're right. That is a very, very valid thing to think about. And for anyone who doesn't know, the president of El Salvador, right? What's his name? If I just search this, I imagine we'll get screenshots of it popped up. Yeah, so the president of El Salvador posted this on Instagram yesterday, I think. Yeah, yesterday. A screenshot of the Bitcoin reserves they have and how he's up 108% up to $573 million in El Salvador's Bitcoin reserves. Like, yeah, I get that. That's a valid point, C90. When this kind of stuff starts happening, yeah, it is a good recognition to get a little nervous about it. But we can go look at some of the other social sentiments and understand that, like, it is nowhere near the bubblicious territory that we can expect. Started buying 1 Bitcoin per day down here is actually nuts. At the literal bottom. That's bullish. I think I'm going to ape into Noble. Bullish, Jason. Bullish. I like Noble. Let's end this poll. Yeah, it appears that nobody sees Derek. It appears that Derek's never even here. 18 votes. That's a pretty high ranking poll. RIP Derek. What's good, Talkrid? Didn't really miss anything, no. This is more of a feel-good live stream. I appreciate the yes, people. I need a microscope pointer on Galeon. Let's go look at Galeon then. Where is Galeon? There she is. $23 million market cap. Coming up quite a bit in the last month, as is everything. Actually, no. It's up a good amount. It was down here at 1.5 cents, so it did a little bit of a double, so that's not too crazy. Galeon is already one of the bigger players, and I don't really see much coming from them. That's me personally. I think I've decided I'm going to have to... Like, what is this? Mooney? I think I've decided here, right now, on live stream, that after this next leg, right? So if we come take a look at Bitcoin, what's good, Yeti? What is good? Hopefully you're seeing some of my messages. Oh, we might actually get Bitcoin 100K on live, but we look at this. Bitcoin's making its next leg up. When we saw the pure euphoria in the DeSci market last year was through this period, okay? So it's kind of looking like the same thing in which Bitcoin broke out, is just going to stair step up, go sideways for a minute, and then rocket up again. If we get something like that where we broke out, kind of just creeping up, right? I'm expecting us to go sideways for a little bit, and then we can have our DeSci winter that we're all hoping is going to happen. And during that period, I'm going to consolidate a lot of my attention, not necessarily my whole portfolio, but a lot of my attention into the plays I think are the clear winners of the sector. And that way I can have a good understanding of what's going on. Because if you find yourself with 40, 50, 100 different positions, dare I say, yeah, you probably won't miss any of the moves, but you're not going to actually be able to capitalize off of the crazy moves that you see out there. If you aren't consolidated into some of your high conviction plays, unfortunately, you won't be able to keep up with everything. That's just bottom line. Like Noble or Axon, Noble, Jupiter, Data Lake, Dynex, Genomes, ICP, Research Coin, that's already kind of enough. Yes, I probably don't need to pay attention to Jupiter Swap. They're probably just going to be a slow cook. Like your big projects, like if you're in Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, you probably don't really need to pay attention to the development happening there. But in some of the smaller coins, you definitely need to. I only have Noble. God damn, that is conviction like no other. That is a lot of conviction, my guy. Did you catch the DeSci AMA yesterday? Mental amount of viewers for it. I know. Dude, that was nuts. I didn't quite catch all of it because I had my own stuff I had to take care of at the same time, but that was insane. That space got some crazy engagement. Look at that. Oh, that was not it, but this one was 38,000 viewers to talk about DeSci, and Yeti was there representing Dynex. That is nuts. Dynex giving everyone another golden opportunity here. Truly, this is silly. This is silly. There's no other way to put it. This is just silly that Dynex is at this price. I am hoping, selfishly, sorry Yeti, selfishly, I'm hoping that Dynex stays down here for at least another month. That way I can rotate from the pump I'm expecting from Wormsmiss. Well, it's not Wormsmiss anymore. I think they're going to rebrand it. But that stuff that's going on from Pump.Science, I'm hoping that we can be highly activated for that, make a good chunk of money from Solana's ecosystem and the Solana degens like we just saw with Riff and Euro. And then I'm hoping that all of December, Dynex just continues to stay down here, and I can back up the truck. So if you want to say, back up the truck. My price target for this has not changed. I still think we're going to see $100 Dynex, give or take a few dollars, right? What's a few dollars to $100 Dynex? So I want to like load up, I don't want to give any numbers, but I want to go back up the truck, pick up as many tokens as I can. This thing, yeah, that's just me. So selfishly, I want this thing to stay in the gutter for a little bit, but I'm getting everyone's attention on it. I know. So you can build a bag, eh? You got some catching up to do. I really do. If I want to have a bag that matches Yeti's bag. That's what I want. If I can do that, we'll be successful. Good for you, Noble Platform in 4 weeks. I know. I got added into the group chat in which they're doing a lot of the finishing touches to it, and I was very impressed. This is the first like sneak peek I got to actually have of it, because I've been in the dark to a lot of it as far as Noble's front end development. I've been in the dark to what it actually was looking like, and I am very happy with the group chat activity that they added me to. Dynex 5x from all-time high, easy play in my opinion. I agree. Load up the boat until Dynex breaks out from all-time highs, and then we're cruising. It's just silly. It's a very silly thing to see. I want to rotate half my bag to Dynex. God damn, Thuna. I'm giving you guys crazy conviction. Noble $40 million market cap in 2025. I want to see it up above 100,000 or 100 million. If we can see Noble blocks go to 400 million, then it's at a $1 market cap. I want to see Noble blocks crack open that $100 million market cap, which I think it can't. Damn, look at this chart. It was dead. It was down and out, guys. It was dying. All it took, it just flipped on a dime. It just flipped on a dime. Look at that. It looks like it's starting to do a little bit of a breakout here. Let's get that next leg up to the key resistance area. I think we'll have a big battle at 3.5 cents. I think we'll have a big battle at 3.5 cents, but that's where I think the next stop is for Noble blocks, 3.5 cents. So a little double up from here. Noble 100 million is FUD. Someone ban that investor. Mods, get him out of here. I just sent you a DM on Discord. Bullish. Let's go ahead and open up Discord on live so I can expose what it is Yeti just said to me. I'm just kidding. Damn. These are gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I think I know exactly what to do with them. Is Yeti in our Discord? I need a role for him if so. Yeti, are you in Those Investors Discord? Are you in the Discord with us? Okay. We're 23 minutes in. No, he did not send me nudes. That's how inappropriate do you need to be? Good morning, DeSci. Welcome back to the live streams, my guy. What is a good exit strat? A good exit strat is when you hit specific net worth goals, you take some profits. A good exit strat is when everyone and everyone is brothers. What was that? A good exit strat is when everyone is talking about stuff. You take a little bit of profits. A good exit strat is before everything rallies, you come up with your own personal price predictions that make sense. If you get things that make sense, then you can be prepared and kind of take the emotional aspect out of it. For example, Research Coin is just the blue chip of a DeSci, so it's like the easiest one to do this kind of activities and talks with. But let's say you think Research Coin has the opportunity to become a $1 billion market cap. I believe that puts it around $10, a little bit, give or take a little bit, right? As you're seeing that rally upwards to $10, go ahead and shave a little bit of your profits off along the way. So when it gets up to $3, sell like 10% of your bag. When it gets up to $6, sell 10% of your bag. When it gets up to $10, sell 20% of your bag. When it gets up to $15, sell 20%. When it gets to $25, sell 50%. You know what I mean? Ladder out. Just like when you DCA, I like to ladder in and out of positions, not necessarily DCA, but what that means is DCA, you would just every single day you go buy $100 worth of research coin. I don't like that. I don't personally like DCA. I think it's silly. What I would prefer is what I actually enjoy doing better when I am doing this kind of stuff is, let's say you like research coin under $1, okay? And so every day that research coin is under $1, you buy $100 worth of it. Every day that research coin is under 50 cents, you buy $150 worth of it. Every day research coin is under 30 cents, you buy $200 worth. Every day that research coin is under 20 cents, you buy $300 worth. You know what I mean? And so the lower it goes, the more you're scooping it up. And this is only for your highest conviction plays. If you're looking at trading something, it's not a good idea because then you're adding to losers. But if you have a conviction play like Dynex, Research Coin, Noble Blocks, Data Lake, these kinds of projects that it's like, yeah, they're going to do well, you scoop more and more and more the lower it goes. And then on the flip side, as it's going to Valhalla, as it's going to $10, when Research Coin gets above $3, you sell $1,000 worth. When Research Coin gets to $10 or $5, you sell $2,000 worth. $10, you sell $3,000 worth. You get it? Makes sense. Very, very easy concept to wrap your head around. But let's get on to some of these exciting things. So today, Athena DAO launched their FAQ auction. So their auction is now live for ovarian aging. This is very interesting. Let's go take a look at it. They're not getting some too crazy of engagement on this. So let me go ahead and repost that, get some exposure for them. Not available in your country. You motherfuckers. What the hell? I guess we won't be going over any of it. It's a fertility auction. So not fertility auction, but it's their IPT, which is actually one of the only IPTs from the bio protocol family right now, which is furthest along. They are closest to clinical trials compared to everyone. They've already done in living organism research with this molecule. Most of the other molecules on Catalyst have not had any living organism research. That's what they're trying to get. Athena DAO has a molecule here which is already past that stage and is closest to the FDA approval. It's closest to the clinical trials. It's closest to all that stuff. The problem is if I turn a VPN on right now, Beagle, the live stream, I believe, goes out. Athena DAO contacted me after the DeSci AMA, so if you want me to make an introduction, winky face. Oh, I talked to Laura. I talked to the Athena DAO team pretty closely. They're actually, I've been talking with them since they launched Baby. Let's go take a look at Baby. Baby. Yeti making all those connections. Baby down 30% on the day. All right, got to redraw the line so we don't look as bearish again. Probably not the healthiest thing to do, but that's okay. The Baby's a meme coin. Listen, Baby's a meme coin. When DeSci kicks up, Baby's the OG meme coin. I expect Baby to continue this little rally that they had, but honestly, doing TA on it is kind of useless because it's just sitting down here at a $1.3 million market cap. It's just like blah, 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 blah. You know? I'm getting a lot of messages right now. Let me see if any of them are crazy important. Yeah, I agree with Aaron Bremser right there. In the chat, let me grab a sip. Draw them lines. Don't look at Baby, he frantically says. Fix my hair? What's wrong with my hair? That's it. Mods! Mods! Get him out. What's good, Vincent? Cat slap whales discount. But the broader DeSci market, I'm not worried at all. You guys can be worried if you want to be. I'm not. On top of their IPT, very soon, Athena DAO will be having a Catalyst sale. So if you want to pay attention to the IPT that Athena DAO just launched, I definitely would pay attention. Make the decision on whether or not you want to scoop up some of this molecule on your own discretion. Understanding the tokenomics behind everything, understanding that you need to buy Athena DAO tokens, stake your ATH with the equivalent amount that you want to contribute to the IPT sale, and then from there you can invest into the IPT sale and get your vested IPT tokens, and then you can begin accumulating those, right? So it's a little convoluted, but they want community members to own it more than anything. And honestly, becoming a community member may not be the worst thing. You go look at IAF, that's funny. It's looking pretty delicious here. ATH yet to break out from the all-time highs that they had back here in March of this year during the DeSci madness. But look at that rally from 30 cents up to $1.30 or $1.10 is pretty clean. That is pretty clean. What's good, Florence? Don't look at me. Your mom's texting you. Damn it. What's going on? My mom is not texting me. I already had a call with her. Excuse me, is altcoin season close? Well, those whose name I shall not be speaking. Yeah, let's talk about altcoin season. I also want to talk about HairDAO. HairDAO's chart is, I think, the best in all of DeSci. And you can you see the follicles, Anon? They're actually putting in some work. And they're based out of the United States, I believe. So that is bullish. Hair token. HairDAO's chart looked the best, and then they absolutely exploded. We were covering hair back down here when they were a couple dollars. Back here, I believe, when they were still $3. And then this rally is going nuts, up to $140 for the coin. My price prediction for them was $500. And low-key, when you say stuff like that, when it's down trading at like $20, $30, it looks like you're a moon boy. Again, that's what almost all the predictions look like at first, and then they start coming true. And it doesn't look that unattainable anymore, does it, guys? Does it look that unattainable anymore? No, it doesn't. And that's the fight I am constantly doing as that investor. That investor here often calls winners a little bit too early. Okay, it is my kryptonite. I often get into things a little bit before they start exploding, but I like doing that because it gives me time to build out my positions. I can back my conviction with my money and actually have time to accumulate. If I'm out here just calling things right after or right as they're exploding, I have to full port into stuff, and that's not how I do it. That's not how I'll ever do it. But very seldom am I wrong with my picks because I do the research. I put in what it takes to actually understand what it is I'm putting my money into. I'll be honest though, one that I absolutely got my ass handed to was Teladoc. Anyone who pays attention to the stock market at all, I bought Teladoc, I think during this dip. I was like, oh, this thing under $100 is a cook. I was like, yeah, anything under $100, I want more of it. And then I remember vividly, when I was focused on Instagram before I actually full ported into just crypto content. I remember listening to the earnings call here when it gapped down from 58 down to 32. And I was like, okay, guys, I was wrong. I'm selling this thing. This is not good. That earnings call was so bearish. It wasn't even funny. I remember being in my backyard making an apology video to everyone being like, nah, that was an L. That was an L, guys. But let's go ahead and take a look at BTC.D. Bitcoin dominance. I heard Patrick bought Bitcoin before Satoshi. It's true. It's true. Word on the street is it's true. Patrick has a time machine. What's your thoughts on Lake? Data Lake is the easiest cook out there. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. There's a lot of easy cooks, so maybe I can't label them all the easiest cooks. But let's be real here. How many DeSci projects have been funded by the European Union? Yeah, not a lot. Not a lot. Is it too late to buy or is it still early? Noble, I'm DCAing this gem. Let's go, Jonathan. You are an avid supporter out here. Let's go. I think we're still very early. I think I'll change my tune and say that people are starting to be late once Bitcoin dominance has broken down below the 200-day moving average. Once we see a clear trend in Bitcoin dominance lower, when it stops making this marching higher high, higher low, then I think I'll change my tune and start precautioning people that it's like, all right, we're already making some of the craziest moves you've ever seen. Most of the gains have already been had. Be careful. Not to say that you can't get in and make some crazy good gains, but just start being careful once we've broken down. But we have not broken down yet. Just Uniswap into it. Yeah, Uniswap for basically everything. What coin can give a 10x from today's price? Thank you. Very blanketed question, Florence. Most of the coins on this list, most of the DeSci coins, I think will 10x from here. So take your pick. Go through this list. It's growing very, very quickly. Go through this list, take a look at them, and see which coins you think resonate with you the most. If you're a big fan of genetic sequencing, you're going to want to look at Genome's DAO. Not this one, but the ticker Genome, not ticker Gene, ticker Genome. Take a look at that one. Also take a look at Poseidon DAO, which is going to be nuts. The valuation that thing's raising at right now for the pre-sale, they just posted in the Telegram. I was like, yo, that valuation was clearly set before we had this crazy pump. I think they're trying to raise it like a $400,000 valuation. I was like, that is not going to last that long. That pre-sale is probably going to sell out in the matter of a couple minutes. Maybe, if that. What's good, Abir? What's your take on Biohacker DAO? It was good. I held a space with them yesterday. Oh shit, we got a celeb in the chat. High on Alpha. DeSci rocks. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What tool are you using to see the charts? This is just Dex Screener. Dex Screener and TradingView. 10x is FUD. Hell yeah. Every DeSci needs Noble. 4 more weeks to go. Bullish. Bullish, Aaron. I don't have any funds left for Poseidon. RIP. Oh my god, you guys are asking a lot of questions. I wanted to go on a rant about the dominance and BTC ETH. Or I think it'd be ETH. Yeah, not this one. ETH BTC. Yeah, this is a representation of altcoins. This is Ethereum denoted in Bitcoin. Okay, so this is the price of Ethereum divided by Bitcoin. I know a lot of people are used to us dividing the price of stuff by the US dollar, but this is dividing it by Bitcoin, the true measure of a value within crypto. Because if you can't outpace Bitcoin, why not just buy Bitcoin? You know what I mean? You're already taking the risk being in crypto. If you can't outpace Bitcoin, why be in it? You know what I mean? We're looking for the bottom on ETH. The bottom on this chart will indicate the bottom for the bleeding in the altcoin markets. So whenever we see this chart stop bleeding, it'll coincide with Bitcoin dominance starting to tick down, which is altcoin season. So whenever we see a bottom here, honestly, no idea. We are in free fall still. We are in free fall. And I think we'll continue to be in free fall for a little bit longer. I know Ben Cohen talks about it consistently. If you have 10 minutes after your live stream, I would like to have a chat. Of course, Yeti. Of course. I know Ben Cohen talks about Bitcoin dominance pretty consistently. And this specifically. And from what he says, we have about 20 days left of bleeding before a bottom should be in. So within the next 20 days or so, we should see a bottom. Gary Gensler stepping down is crazy bullish for this, though, because he is public enemy number 1 for altcoins. 3K for ETH. It looks like we're at support. Like if we were to do some charting on this though, okay, and we were to try and draw a support line, I would personally draw it right here, right? So we just slashed through it. That's not perfectly straight, but I don't think it matters. We just slashed through it. I would draw another one down here, which is painful to think that we might go down here, but yeah, that's a real possibility. And then as far as like, we could add some Fibonacci levels to it if we wanted to, but this is where I would look for support. If we don't hold here, going even lower. I'm hoping that we can just be done ASAP though, but right now it looks pretty shit. Ben Cohen talks about Bitcoin dominance like every hour. I know, dude, but it's important. It's important to listen to. It's possible for Noble to reach 400 million market cap. That would put it at $1. It is definitely possible. It is definitely possible. That is kind of my bull case for it though. If I'm being transparent, Noble to $1. That's why I said I'd get a tattoo of the logo if it hits $1. That's like my bull case. That's the stars align for Noble blocks. I think us getting up to that 200, $100 to $200 million market cap is very reasonable, and my base case, that's what I expect it to get to, is $100 to $200 million market cap, which puts us up higher than where the all-time high was. It puts us up at like 30 cents or something like that, right? I just 30 to 50 cents. And I want it to get to $1, but SciDao is not on the list yet. I know SciDao just launched their token recently. I am seeing some asking for the Neuron chart. Holy shit. So crazy big pump. From here to the peak was 273%. So not that crazy, actually. Still only a $10 million market cap. The team is smart and they have some pretty cool things coming. I've gotten to talk to them pretty extensively. They have some pretty cool things coming in the end of this year and Q1 or Q2 of next year. That's all I'm going to say on it. I'm bullish on the team and I'm bullish on their vision. They have announced a brain health app that they're working on. I think it's cool. I think it's very easy to get people to download that app and get introductions into the Neuron ecosystem. But they're pretty smart people there. Yeah. Fortune says, there you go. Pretty cool things. Investors of IP NFTs. Inventors of them. Yeah. Press shift and the line is straight. Is that true? Oh my goodness. That is true. Oh shit, that's sick. Yo, that is alpha, Zaj. W's in the chat for Zaj. That is true alpha. True alpha. SciDao, $4.5 million market cap. This is undiscovered. This one they just recently launched, undiscovered, in my humbled opinion. A $4.5 million market cap is kind of silly. Here's the thing. They're working with psychedelics, so they can't really promote the token that much. They can't really talk about it too much. They just kind of have to execute in silence because not only are they promoting crypto, but they're promoting psychedelics. So a bit of a sus moment there. Yeti. Okay, one thing off topic, but I was looking through to see what else I wanted to talk about. I want to continue doing some of the price analysis and everything. Again, we're waiting for Bitcoin dominance to break. We're waiting for it to break. I do, low-key, I think that Bitcoin dominance is starting to top out here. And it makes sense historically for it to start topping out here, right? And if we can get it to come back down and let's say test the 200-day or the 200-week moving average, that'd be crazy bullish. I understand all it's doing is going straight up. So for now, the trend is your friend. Bitcoin dominance is probably going to continue going up for a little bit, but we're waiting patiently for it to break down. And it looks like each one of these little breakdowns, we've had rallies in altcoins. So we're having this rally in altcoins right now, but people are still not fully trusting it. I'm hoping this gets rejected. And if it gets rejected here, I think that the trend is, this is the trend reversing. If we get rejected here, I think the trend is reversing. But one thing I wanted to show you guys was a robot an AI-powered robot kidnaps 12 larger robots from China. It appears to have had a human-like conversation with the larger robots. So here we go. I'm going to put my headphones on just in case we can hear anything. Although it's going to be in Chinese, so we won't be able to hear anything. But this is very, very important news, guys. Look at that cute little robot. Actually, can you guys hear it? Breaking news, guys. The first robot-driven capture. First robot-driven kidnapping of other robots. Shout out to this little man. Free my brother. He did nothing wrong. Free my brother. He did nothing wrong. Oh my god. That is crazy. That is so crazy. Flying cars, they said. Nope. Oh man. Fent down next. Yo, Beagle. Base case on Data Lake for me sounds moon boyish, but I believe it's $1 billion market cap. I believe it's just over $1 billion market cap. Data Lake to $1.40. I believe it's just over $1 billion market cap and would correspond to 13,000% gains. So 130x from here. Data Lake to over $1 billion market cap. And this will become another one of those coins that I can add to my list of callouts that made retarded amounts of money. We called this thing at $140,000 market cap. That's when we started covering Data Lake. If it goes to $1 billion market cap, that is insane. That goes in the list with Rift. That goes on the list with Euro. That goes on the list with Axon. That goes on the list with Research Coin. Calling Research Coin at $1 million market cap. If that thing goes up to 10 billion or a billion, that's another 1000x. Like, just add it to the list, baby. Add it to the list. We're doing good here. We're doing so good. These things, like, not to toot my own horn here, but I'll do it anyways. God damn. Not you, like most people go their whole life without hitting 100x, and we this year have hit like 4,000x's. Like most people go their whole life without 100x, and we're out here bagging 100x's multiple times a year. The craziness. This is crazy. CZ and robot in one prison cell. Oh god. Yo, talk your shit, bro. Yeah. Talk your shit, bro. 100x? Nah, dude. Nah, that's why do you think I ain't looking at any of these major caps out here? You're not going to hit 100x in any of these things. What is going on? That was my portfolio. I hope it hits 100x's. You're not hitting 100x with Cardano. Cardano's going to go up, sure, but why the hell are you holding it when Brian Armstrong has a project out there? Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Hold your Near protocol. I'm sure it's such a strong AI chain. Why the hell are you holding Near protocol when there's quantum AI developing right in front of our eyes? Why the hell are you holding these things? You're not getting 100x on something like Near. You might get it on something like Dynex. Like, it's the next iteration of stuff is already here. Why are you holding any of these things? Sure, Render's cool. Render's safe. Yeah, Render's safe. A $3.7 billion market cap. I'm going to get a 5x on this thing. I'm going to get a 10x on this thing. All right. Some of these coins are going up a 10x in a day. All right. Like, why? BitTensor is cool and all, but what about if you're holding Sturdy? Why hold BitTensor when you can literally hold a beta play on top of BitTensor? I just don't get it. All it's going to take is a little bit of, like, Sturdy's about to break out, guys. We were a little bit late. I wish I had scooped up down here, but I didn't end up scooping up till up here. So we missed out on some crazy gains there, but like, shit. Subnet 10, baby. Subnet 10. I'm here, everyone. Relax. All right, welcome, Don. 500x is when it gets juicy. You damn right. Yeti gets it. Yeti's bagged. All right, yeah. It's crazy. There's so much opportunity out in the market. You just have to do a little bit of research into it. And that's why you come here. Not to just follow blindly, but rather to do your own research and figure out what makes sense to you. I can come out with as many price predictions as I want. It doesn't matter. Is Axon not on your radar? Jonathan, Axon is on my radar, and I think they're going to do really well. I, in good faith, cannot hold Axon tokens. I just can't. I can't do that to myself. For those of you who know, you know why I can't do it. But I think Axon's going to be a good cook. I think Axon goes to $1 billion market cap, give or take. I think they're going to do really well. I, in good faith, cannot hold Axon, and I've made that decision, and I've tried to mend things over with the team, and one of the team members is interested in it and is supportive of me and what I'm doing. The other is not. And so just in good faith, I'll cover when they have breaking announcements. because I cover DeSci and they're one of the leaders in the industry. Like when they had that ring, that's really cool and it's going to cook. It's going to do really well. Unfortunately, I'm just not going to buy any of the tokens. Doesn't mean I don't think it's going to do well. It's an opportunity I'm willing to miss out on just because at a certain point you gotta stick up for yourself a little bit there. Hey, what the hell, Don? The hell? I got into Bitcoin April 2014. How many X's is that given its current price? God damn it, Yeti. April 2014. Let's go over to the monthly candle on Bitcoin. God damn. You've been holding, my guy? Holy shit. April 2014. Sitting here. We'll go with the lows from April 2014. Bitcoin was $300. Now it's sitting at 100,000 just about. You are up, my friend, 29,900% from your first rendezvous into Bitcoin. So that is a 299x. A 300x on Bitcoin is nutty, especially if you were buying from the bottom in this dip, which I imagine you were. You're looking at a 628x on your bag. God damn. All my homies hate Axon. No, I don't hate Axon. I think they're going to do good. I do think they're going to do good. I know. Goddamn, Yeti. Goddamn. How many were you holding? Did you hold the whole way, Yeti? Yeti. Come on, Yeti. Did you hold the whole way? Are you sitting on some riches? You buy like 10 Bitcoin down here and just hold the whole time? You just toss like 10 grand in this thing, get a few Bitcoin. I guess that'd be 100 Bitcoin if you toss 10 grand, or like not 100, but 50. Shit. Rendezvous at 1000x, fam. Shit. Side house super bullish. B-ard. Again, I know it's painful right now, okay? But you want to think about Bitcoin. Speaking to everyone who's holding altcoin heavy bags, okay? You want to think about Bitcoin as a coiled up spring, right? And this is something we've had tons of conversations about. But you want to think about Bitcoin here. The longer it stayed range bound, while it was pure and utter devastation for us, right? Until we started breaking out, it was 240 days of just misery. It felt like everything was just not, we knew what was happening and we understood the dynamic, but that was a painful 8 months. That was so painful. The longer it stayed coiled up like that, the higher it was bound to go, right? That's an easy to understand concept. The longer it stayed bound up like this, the more pent up demand it had to break out and have that explosive move that we're seeing. The same thing applies, okay? We're waiting for our altcoin positions to start going up. We're waiting for our altcoin bags to start rallying. The more Bitcoin goes up before we can get that rally in altcoins. So if it had gone up to here and then kind of started chopping, sure, our altcoin bags would be going up right now, but not nearly as much as if it breaks over 100,000 and starts chopping there, or if it goes up to $120,000 and starts chopping up here. The higher Bitcoin goes, the more capital is generated, which can flow into our altcoin bags. We've gone through the cycle of money more times than I could count. Everyone understands what I'm talking about here. So hold on tight. It's an exciting ride. It is rallying like a madman. And truly, truly, we don't want Bitcoin dominance to fall just yet. If we're being objective here, if we can hold through the pain, if we could see Bitcoin dominance continue to truck higher, the higher it goes, the harder it's going to fall. The higher it goes, the harder it falls, in my opinion. And so if we can see Bitcoin dominance continue to just trudge higher and higher, I still think we see it fall below 50%. And so if it falls down below 50% from here, we're looking at a 17% rally. Whereas back here, when Bitcoin dominance fell 8%, is when we saw things like Axon go up 1,000x, right? An 8% fall in Bitcoin dominance, and we saw the most explosive altcoin rallies last year. This time last year, we saw Research Coin go up 8,000%. We saw Data Lake go up like 6,000%. We saw Axon go up like 100,000%, right? So imagine what's going to happen if Bitcoin dominance falls by 20%, by 30%. And it has that opportunity to fall if it starts out from a higher spot, right? Makes sense? I think it makes sense. Derrico was arguing with me on this morning. That's it. Let's move the boat party to Yeti's yacht. Yeti? Do you have any takers? Yeti? I just know you got a yacht out in Dubai where you launder all your money from your Bitcoin profits. DCAing from a start at 2014. Bro, if Noble reaches $1, I will donate half of my profits to charity. BRB, Jonathan, setting up a charity right now. BRB, Jonathan, setting up a charity. Don't worry. Trust me. It's going to be just like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, where I go and I acquire say in what the CDC does, and I'll donate it to the CDC and then fund research into I don't know, that investor. How do I see my biohacker tokens? They're not yet created, Steven. They're still technically not ERC20 tokens. They said this on the X space last night. Until the sale is closed and everything is finalized through Juicebox, the tokens have not actually been created on as ERC20 tokens. They're still just Juicebox tokens, so they'll be converted soon. Converted. I'm basically waiting for $250,000 price point. Jesus Christ, Yeti. Get in at $300, sell at $250,000. That's a conviction play if I've ever seen one. He's an old man. Bitcoin is my retirement fund. Bullish. I'm trying to get 21 Bitcoin. That's my personal goal. I want to be a 1 millionth heir. Can Biden try and not nuke the world? I don't want to hold Noble in bunkers. I know. I agree. Honestly, though, the threat of nuclear war has never been higher, potentially ever. At least not while I've been conscious. I know during the Cold War it was pretty high, but I was not really conscious then. I was like, yeah, I was not there. So I've never seen it this high. And yet Bitcoin is just continuing to go higher and higher. War is bullish for assets. I know it's shitty to say. It's not bullish for human life and human decency, but war is bullish for assets. So either war starts, Bitcoin goes down and then skyrockets up from the printing, or we go into nuclear war, a nuclear winter for a few years, and most people die, and we no longer are worried about how big our altcoin positions are because we're trying to figure out how we can kill the next wild roaming pig to eat, you know? So either way, I'm not really worried, and clearly the market's not super worried. From a human respect and humanity perspective, fuck the people for trying to start these wars. Get Trump in office now so he can lay the hammer down and say, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. 21 Bitcoin is a fire goal. I think it's good. I think that's a really good goal. And then when Michael Saylor's right and we see Bitcoin up at $40 million per coin, I'll be a billionaire. What do you think the bottom of Bitcoin dominance is? I think it'll be sub 50%. I would love to see it go all the way down to like 35%, but somewhere in the mid 40s for dominance. Where the ETFs are going, I don't think we'll see it much lower than that. Although if we get the Solana, Solana hit all-time highs today. Fuck. Solana above 259, Solana above 260 is all-time highs. So Solana hit all-time highs today. Solana's got an ETF application that was submitted. Ethereum ETF is in existence already. Will you still be making content in the bear market? Yet to be seen. To be determined, my guy. To be determined. Ideally, yes. Ideally, yes. I enjoy making content. It's just going to look a little different. Hopefully it's, hey guys, welcome to my house flip tutorial. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still going to be investing, and so I might as well just go live and talk about what I'm doing. The content will probably look much different. You hear Trump's Truth Social is buying a crypto platform. I did hear that. I didn't look into it at all, though. All right. you're gonna be too rich to make content for DeSci. No, I'm hoping I can become like a big face in the DeSci industry. Not many people have been watching it for this long, so I'm very well connected, and I'm hoping I can be kind of that avenue for them to assist. Like, this is the emergence of a massive sector of the economy, DeSci is. And so like us right now, we're at the beginning of something that I think is going to become a sector in the economy that people think about as like worthy of portions of their portfolios. Now that's like 10 years from now. But what I'm seeing develop is actually changing the entire game as we know it. Your time is your most valuable asset. I am flying up north for a baptism for my niece. I'm becoming a godfather in 2 days. Can you believe that? Craziness. And so I'm going to be kind of taking it easy for the weekend, and then I fly back Monday, so probably no live stream on Monday, but we'll see about everything. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do the live stream today, but we actually pushed the flight back so that we could work and I could go live and Mandy could do her live presentation. So hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not FUD yourself out of your own bags. God damn it, guys. But do be educated. And if something changes fundamentally with your thesis on stuff, then act accordingly. I appreciate all you guys. 1 Bitcoin for baby as a gift. Now, I have it here, actually. I got a rosary. My first rosary. Your time's your most valuable asset. Hopefully this was worth investing it into. I think it was. And I am very appreciative towards all of you guys being here. Would not be here without you guys. So make sure you do something for yourself today. It's Fitness Friday. What's the point of making all this money if you're not going to be around to use it? All right. I will see you guys in the chats.